So here is the home page of the website. We can go to the home and see the assets that we have. Here we have a brief description of them. We can view the shell. Here we have only one submodel, which is device specification. We have information such as have a screen, have battery, built year, and the chemical elements or materials that is inside it. So different kinds of material here. The list of materials is based on the EU critical materials and some other precious metals. And we have a series of assets in the database in our Triple store. We can use the search engine option to run our queries. So here we have some predefined queries. So these queries are based on the user profile. So for example, recycler would see these sets of predefined queries, but they can also change the query if they know. For example, here we only showed electronic waste that are built after 2020. The query is a little bit long, but it isn't complicated. So first we get the we get the display name to show it to the user. Then we just see all the submodels that is related to that AES, and then the filter operation is necessary to link the reference to the submodel ID. And then here we have the submodel information. We only filter submodel with a specific semantic ID so that we know what submodel and what content we are looking for. And here we just select a property inside that submodel, and that property should have this ID short, and the value of it should be greater than this number. And we can execute the query and we can get the result. We can of course change the query, for example, old device that are built before 2000, and we can run the query again and we can see the result, and we can just view the shell and view the information of that model. So we have other types of queries, for example, seeing the valuable waste, e-wastes, the gold or silver should be more than 40 gram. But of course, writing a query for all the stakeholders wouldn't be easy. So we have another interface. You can define your own rules. You can create and edit them. So here we have a simple user interface. You can add a new rule and you can just select your property that you want, select the condition, and then the engine, underlying engine, will generate a query. So for example, we have a query for dangerous element. It's an or condition. The mercury and lead should be, if they are greater than 1 gram or whatever value that the user defines, then they are, if we have an or condition, then we would see the result. And here we have the generated query. We can see that the conditions are combined by an or operator. Similarly, for valuable item, we have this valuable. Now it is combined with and, so it should have gold more than 10 gram, and the mercury, it shouldn't be dangerous. It should be less than 1 gram. Again, these rules can be combined, and you can create your criteria and save your rules inside the database. Other than that, you have the GraphDB user interface. Some Triple stores offer such functionalities. So here we have a concept description view. We can click on the nodes and see the related properties. Similarly, we can see the submodels. Here we have different submodels. These submodels are linked to different assets, so we can also retrieve them. We can see the ID, but we can click on them and see their attributes. So weight, have a screen, have battery. These are the different submodel elements that this submodel has. So for example, the build year is 2005. Here we have another submodel collection. We can expand it and see all the different elements. Gold, we can see the value of gold, value of aluminium, or other elements that's inside this submodel.